Hello beautiful and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are sitting down creating this makeup look entirely out of E.L.F Cosmetics. E.L.F is arguably the most affordable beauty brand on the market right now. And with this crazy world we live in, I wanted to make a makeup look that was super affordable and test out some new products. So I went to Ulta. This is by no means sponsored in any shape or form. Went to Ulta and purchased all the products I didn't have to create a full face of makeup. I recently, within the last year, if you watched my 2023 favorites video, you know that I have fallen in love with a lot of E.L.F products. So I went and bought an entire routine. So without further ado, let's get into it because there is one tried and true product that I talk about and show you guys that is on my face right now that was $3, and I am not going to be able to stop telling everyone and their mother about it because for $3 you can skip out on the Starbucks and buy 2 of them and have this flawless face. So a flawless face, that just sounded so egotistic. You know what I mean? This makeup look, like it is such a good product. You guys just have to, we just have to get into the video so you guys can know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I just got out of the shower and I like to let my hair air dry a little before I style it. So just ignore that and we're going to jump right in. I have never used E.L.F eyeshadow before. This is their bite-size eyeshadow in the shade color combo Truffles. Not sure how bad the fallout is. So we're going to do eyeshadow first and I'm just going to go ahead and put a little concealer on my eyelids. This will be like 98% full face of E.L.F Cosmetics. And so since this little eyeshadow palette doesn't really have like a nice creamy shade, I'm going to go in with, I think this one just to kind of set all over with just like a floofy brush. This does not by any means have to be precise. We're just making sure that concealer is just flawless. So there's a lot of fallout from this product. Okay, also I don't think this mentioned, this is the powder contour palette. So my plan is to use this shade as our crease shade, this as kind of like our outer corner. This is our lid, and then we will smoke out, do like a smoky waterline. So let's see how it goes. I'm going in with a Morphe M518 brush and going in with that beautiful little chestnut color. Oh wow. That surprisingly blended out so beautifully. Wait, why is this eyeshadow so good? Why is this so beautiful? Okay, these might have a ton of fallout on them, but they're $3. I'll take it. I will take it because that first shade blended so beautifully. I'm in shock. Okay, so going in with this like brownie shade. Okay, we're going to focus this on our outer corner. And I'm going to go slow because that first one came off super pigmented. Like, what? Okay, I'm going in with that first brush and kind of blending out some more. So I'm first taking this floofy brush and kind of just dapping it onto the lid and then blending it out in like a sideways V. And going back with that first brush and just blending. Now remember, this first brush, all we did with this first brush is pick up this color right here. So that should be the only product that was on your brush. Like, holy crap. I'm in complete shock. I definitely gonna get something for my hands because I have eyeshadow everywhere. But again, pigment is flawless. It blends so beautifully. For $3, it is worth all the fallout, honestly. Going in with a compact, and I'm just gonna press it onto the lid because I'm scared if I swipe, I'll get a ton of fallout. This is so beautiful. Are you kidding? It honestly went on really nicely with just the brush. Why has no one ever told me about these eyeshadows? I am going to take some setting spray. You could also do this with water. I used to do this all the time. And I'm going to take an eyeliner brush. I'm going to use a MAC 263. I spray the inside of my cap so that it like collects. And then I dip my brush right in there so that it's just wet and kind of makes it just like a little bit more compact than it already is. And we're going to go in with that darkest shade, which seems to have some glitter in it, which is okay. And then I'm just going to use this as eyeliner today. God, I am just in shock, like complete and total shock. Honestly, like, I'll zoom in for you guys and hopefully you can see there's barely any fallout on my actual face. It was more so when I was dipping my makeup brushes into the eyeshadow. Like, you can see a little fallout here, but other than that, it's really honestly really clean. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say that I would compare these eyeshadow little eyelets or whatever I've called them, very comparable to Natasha Denona. Like, I am so impressed. If I influence you to buy anything ever, please, for the love of God, let it be this $3 eyeshadow palette, because I wish I knew about these sooner. Like, they're so beautiful. I'm looking online right now and there are 5 different shades and I need every single one of them. Like, this one that I have right now is the cream and sugar one up on my phone. I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but if it's not, I'll pop it up on the screen. And it is so stunning. Okay, so I discovered the E.L.F CC cream when they came out with the glowy, dewy finish. When I tell y'all this is dewy, they are not kidding. So if you are a glow queen and you want to be dewy all day long, highly recommend this. I tend to run a little oily, so mix that with a dewy product. And I had a really embarrassing moment where I was wearing this and someone was like, wow, you're like really glowing. No, like, you're really, really glowing. And they were being nice. Like, they were trying to compliment me. And I was like, oh, wow, thanks. Like, I felt really good. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh, I look like a crazy person. Like, I'm too dewy. But online, they recommend that when you use these, you pair it with the Poreless Putty Primer. So that's what we're going to do. But needless to say, they also have a natural finish. So I picked up the natural finish in Ulta. Pretty sure the shade's a little too dark for me, but for the sake of this video, we're going to bear with me. And we're just going to blend out together and hope for the best. So that's that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this Poreless Putty Primer all over my face. Okay, and we are going to let that set into the skin, and as that sets into the skin, I'm going to go in with the E.L.F Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Another amazing primer by E.L.F. I love. You guys have heard me rant and rave about this time and time again. It was in my 2023 favorites video, but this is the Power Grip Primer. The only reason why I use the Poreless Putty Primer on this Camo CC cream is because on E.L.F Cosmetics website, if you ever have an E.L.F product and you want to learn more about it, I highly recommend looking it up on E.L.F's actual website, not just on Ulta. They recommend products to pair it with, and they always recommend the Poreless Putty Primer. And every time I've done that with the Dewy Finish CC Camo Cream, it's always looked flawless. So that's what we're going to do today. So this is in the shade 2, the E.L.F Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And I always only put these on my cheeks. And then whatever's left, I blend out. That's exactly how I do it with the Charlotte Tilbury one. So I'm not going to switch it up with this product. I blend this out with my Morphe M439 brush. That just adds such a pretty glow to the skin, and I highly recommend it for people who have skin like me where they run a little oily and maybe that dewy finish might be a little too much for them. You can really control your own glow with the Halo Glow Liquid Filter by applying it to places where you want glow and avoiding places where you don't. So next we're going to underpaint. You guys know I love to do my contour before my foundation, and we are using the E.L.F Halo Glow Beauty Wand contour stick. And this is in light medium. I also have the darker one too, but I'm feeling like this will be a good one today. Blending it out again with that same Morphe M439 brush. I'm going to blend out my nose contour with the Sigma P88 brush. Moment of truth. This is the E.L.F Camo CC Cream. Like I said, I've used the dewy finish and I love it. It is broad spectrum SPF 30, which we love. It has collagen, peptides, and a word I'm not even going to bother to pronounce, but I will put it on the screen right here. I got it in the shade Light 210 Neutral, and in the dewy finish, I wear Light 205 Neutral, and that's pretty dang perfect for me. Almost a little too perfect. I like my foundation to be like a hair darker, just because my face is always a little bit lighter than the rest of my body, but I think this might be a little too much. I don't know, we'll see. Also, a little goes a very long way with this product. And this product retails for $15. To show you guys a little goes a long way, this is one full pump on the back of my hand. One full pump on the back of my hand, and I didn't even use all of it, and it still has so much left. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I did not pick up a concealer. However, I did pick up a color corrector. We're going to use a little peach under my eyes to kind of brighten it up a little. And then I can go in with my regular concealer. And I'm actually going to use a concealer brush to blend this out. Okay, going to top off with some of my concealer using a beauty sponge to blend this out. Okay, and then I completely forgot a step that I normally do before my concealer, and that is the liquid blush. I have been using the E.L.F Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Suave Mauve for so long now. I absolutely love them. These are extremely creamy, and again, very little bit goes a long way, but I also picked up the shade Berry Well and Dusty Rose. So we're going to try Dusty Rose today. I feel like Berry Well would just be too dramatic with this kind of already dramatic eye we got going on. So we're just going to go ahead and go in with Dusty Rose. This is a very pretty, just like light corally peach. So I'm just going to put 2 dots right there. Oh, this is so cute. Hopefully that was enough. If not, we can always go back more, but I always start small and then add. Oh, love this. Okay, I'm going to toss a little on my nose to give it that sun-kissed look. This is so beautiful. Wow, okay, new favorite shade unlocked. I'm going to go and just blend that out a little more with my beauty sponge. Okay, now, normally I would go in with a loose setting spray or a loose powder. I don't have one from E.L.F, but I do have their pressed powder, so with a little poof, I'm just going to pick up some powder and set my under eye. Oh, that is... Just destroy this entire face. We were doing so well. I might nick that and save that for contour and go in with my regular loose setting spray because this face is looking really good and I do not want to ruin it already. So I am using the Givenchy Prism Powder under my eyes. And yeah, that palette like destroyed right here. So note to self, do not use that as setting powder. I would just use whatever setting powder you are happy with. Look, this video is bound to have at least one miss, right? And we'll see how it does for the contour, but definitely not for under the eye, which is fine. And I'm going to try and save the day by just blending it out as much as I can. Yeah, it made me like so cakey right in this area. Damn, we're doing so good. It's okay. I will, however, take a little bit of it and go down the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to take a very, very little. Also, there's a slight sheen to this, so it'll be good for my nose, but not under the eyes. Like, it just makes me look a little scaly right here because of that slight sheen. But on the nose, it's good. Okay, now we're going to test out this shade right here for like a slight contour. I'm a little scared, so I'm going to pick it up on my brush first. Ooh. Okay, this is definitely going to be more of like a bronzing brush for me. Yeah, that is too dark. Okay. Too dark, too dark. That is not a good shade for me, so we're not going to do that. Okay. Glad I caught that before that drastically happened. Hopefully I can get it all off my brush. Okay. Okay. Let's pick up this other shade. And that is definitely too orange for me. Okay, so we'll try this shade, but this is definitely way too orange for me. Yeah. I'm just gonna go really lightly in and blend it out. Normally this is not the technique I would use, but I just wiped off my, oh, that's not bad contour shade at all, actually. Do I have a different contour brush I can use? Yes. Let's try this one. I just got this all over my desk. Okay, this is okay. Not how I would typically like this. Like, it's definitely not, I would not recommend this. But for the sake of this video, we will try it. the shades just are, they're off. They're just off. But we can save the day. It's okay. All right, what do you guys think? Because I think the powder itself is good, but the shades just were not it. They're not it. I want to finish up the eyes really, really fast. And to do that, I'm going to use this I've been using all weekend, and it's amazing. The E.L.F No Budge Precision Liner in the shade Cream. So it's not a stark white, and it absolutely drives me crazy when I see girls do the stark white on their waterline, because your waterline isn't stark white. So this cream buff, like pinky shade, is very close to my skin tone. It's not going to make me look like a crazy person. Like, I just think some people look like a crazy person. Like, it makes your eyes look like they're popping out of your head when you use stark white. So I highly recommend doing one that is closer to the skin tone of what your waterline is. And for me, it is this shade, and this No Budge Precision Liner is just so good. So good. Like, look at that. It looks so much more natural. My eyes look slightly bigger, slightly more defined, but they don't look like a crazy person popping out of my head. And then I had a mascara. I picked up a mascara. This is the E.L.F Big Mood Volume and Lifting Mascara, waterproof. We're going to do this. Actually, before I do this, I want to buff out that lower lash line, and I'm actually going to use the same exact shade. Actually, not the same exact shade. The shade we were going to use for my contour is what I'm going to use under my eyes. Oh yes, glad I went with that shade choice. That looks beautiful. And then I am going to use this cream shade right here as an inner corner highlight, just to pop those eyes open a little. And then under the brows. I also don't have any E.L.F brow products, so I'm not even going to show me doing my brows because they're not E.L.F, but it's okay. Okay, mascara. Let's try this E.L.F Big Mood. I am not a stickler for mascara. However, I find that drugstore mascaras tend to bleed on me a lot more. And by bleed, it's like when you get the residue underneath your eyes. And I was like in the bathroom in my office the other day, and of course the nosiest woman in my office walks in, and I'm like wiping up bleed underneath my eye from a drugstore mascara that I got that wasn't waterproof by accident. She's like, oh my god, are you crying? Are you okay? What's happening? And like, she wanted to know the tea, and I was like, literally, lady, the tea is that my mascara is like melting underneath my concealer. So that's the tea. So that is why I got, that's actually really good mascara. It's not bad. Is it my favorite? Probably not. But it's not bad. Like, we're doing so good. This is cute. So it's an $8 mascara. Honestly, great for $8. And the travel size is $4. Lips, I have the O Face Satin Lipstick, and I got it in the shade Dirty Talk. This is like the only lip product that was available in my Ulta for E.L.F lip products. So we're going to try it out together. I've never done any E.L.F lip product before, so I like this. I didn't even see lip liners, which I was shocked about, and I'm a huge lip liner girl. The shade itself is absolutely stunning. Do a little swatch for you guys. Oh my god. That is just beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna love this. I already know it. I will say I do wish I had a lip liner. However, the point on this lipstick is so sharp, you almost don't need a lip liner, but this is beautiful. Ooh, look at that. It's a magnetic close. We love that. For $9, the packaging is not cheap at all. I love the magnetic close. So I would say this is definitely a hit. I absolutely love this shade. This is the Dirty Talk shade. However, I desperately need to put on a lip liner with this. Like, I feel like no matter what brand of lipstick I use, if I don't use a lip liner, I like lose my top lip for some reason. That's just how I feel. It is no shade to the product. It's just me. Okay, let me just a little bit of lip liner. I'm going to go in with my handy dandy buxom Hush Hush henna. This is the overall 95% full face of E.L.F Cosmetics makeup look. I think we had a majority of hits. and 1 miss. Would you really consider this a miss? Because we still utilized it for other things and we learned what not to use it for. So I'd still consider this a hit. However, I think the real star of the show, I think we can all collectively agree, it was this guy. It was this little dude right here. For $3, like, I am still in shock. This is such a stunning look, and it was $3. $3. I have no words. Like, I am going to go later and order all of these now because $3. And this would be so cute to put in bridesmaid boxes too. Like little bridesmaid proposals, or like a vacation thing. Like, not a vacation thing. Why did I say vacation thing? A bachelorette trip. These would be so cute. $3, and they're such good quality. Like, I'm truly amazed. I'm going to stop rambling about them, but like, I think you guys can tell, like, this is the breadwinner of this entire makeup tutorial. Hands down, the best product. But that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you want to see next. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe. It means the world to me. And if you want to be notified every time I post a video, go ahead and hit that little bell, and YouTube will send you a little notification the next time I upload next week's video. Bye, beauty, and see you in the next video.